Tonight we have team coverage of the veteran deaths at the Soldiers Home. Western Mass News reporter Sarah Granelli has the reaction. But first, we start with Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo.
The governor here in Boston just finished up a press conference with his team where I was able to ask about the dire situation at the Holyoke Soldiers Home. But some families who I spoke with earlier in the day shedding a little bit more light on why they were so blindsided to hear about the sheer number of deaths. They tell me that communication from the home and its officials was nearly non-existent for the last week. 13 veterans dead at the Holyoke Soldiers Home, 6 of which tested positive for coronavirus. Outside the home today, workers in protective suits can be seen moving about the premises. A refrigerated truck pushed up against the home for aging veterans.
It's a brotherhood.
Western Mass News spoke over the phone with several family members who have loved ones in the home. Jay and Mary asked that we not share their last names. Mary says she was informed one person had tested positive around a week ago and had been quarantined in the building. Since then,
we heard no further information about what was happening in the building.
Not knowing what procedures were being employed to keep residents safe, Jay said he learned his own father wasn't feeling well.
And they told me he has a temperature of 100.4. And what do I want to do?
Mary says her father was moved to a different part of the building and would no longer have access to the phone in his old room.
We offered to send in cell phones, and they said only letters are being allowed in the building.
Essentially cut off from contact.
We can't see him, and now we can't talk with him.
The families are now second-guessing the facility they trusted and how they dealt with the very first case.
They should have taken that person out of the facility.
Scared the veterans who sacrificed so much might leave the war against coronavirus in a body bag.
If they hand me back a body, we're going to have a problem. Because I gave you a live person that was supposed to die peacefully.
Officials with the Executive Office of Health and Human Services have released a statement to Western Mass News tonight saying that they've created a clinical command structure at the home focused on controlling the outbreak. They say in part, quote, medically trained National Guard personnel are on site to support operations and are conducting on-site swabbing for testing of residents and will expedite the results. All the facility veterans and staff are being tested for COVID-19. They also tell us that they're working to improve communication between the families and their loved ones. They've set up a hotline where people can call to check in on their veteran. We have that number on our website, westernmassnews.com. Now, coming up on Western Mass News at 6, we'll hear more from the governor and from his team about the situation at the Holyoke Soldiers Home. But for now, I'm reporting live in Boston. Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.